are the odds? A girl from a southwestern township in Johannesburg, born of a teenage mother, surviving primary school, high school, without the same fate befalling her. What are the chances that this same girl obtains a degree in commerce from a prestigious university? What are the chances that this girl goes on to become a chartered accountant in 2007 when there were only less than 300 African Black females? What are the chances that that very same girl rises in the ranks in the banking sector and leaves a lucrative career to become a lecturer? That young girl is me. I decided to study the chartered accountancy route because I believed that I did not have what it takes to be a viable member of society. In terms of, I grew up with poverty. I grew up witnessing poverty, where my mom, who never graduated, who ended up in high school, who had to stop school so that she can give birth to me and go back to finish off her matric. I grew up walking in the dusty streets of Johannesburg, of Soweto, to go to school with everybody to my left and right, hopping kids as if it was running out of fashion. So, I mentioned to you that I left a lucrative career. Why did I do that? Because I felt that I needed to make a change to the ordinary man on the street. An ordinary man on the street being that mother, that father that has sacrificed their livelihood in order to make sure that their young child goes to university, to obtain a degree, the degree that would result in the family coming out of poverty. That child who is meant to be the financial plan. That child who is meant to be the retirement plan. But ladies and gentlemen, what are universities meant to do? Are they merely there to provide you with an academic degree? I feel that universities are the platform where people like I are there to influence you to become better and to know more about how to become successful. The stuff that your mother, your father couldn't teach you over a dinner table. A few years ago, I discovered a podcast by a lady called Julianne Kearns. She speaks of the 7 core beliefs or myths around money. And I realized that actually I grew up with a scarcity mentality, very tight-fisted around money. So much so that my mom thought, my child is Scrooge McDuck. She's a miser. So much so that I budgeted for every cent. Do you know what this is? I'm a keep. Back in my day, these were 40 cents. And guess what? I budgeted for I'm a keep. And my mom felt, there goes my financial plan. There goes my retirement plan. But that scarcity mentality, ladies and gentlemen, meant that how I would show up into the world, how I would engage with the world, my relationship with money is what would be an issue. How many tools are out there? Yes, thank you very much for 4IR. Thank you very much for technology. But how many tools are there around investing, around savings, around investments, but you don't stick to them. So the issue is not about developing more tools, more apps, and so forth. I loved what this lady, Julianne, said. She says that each and every one of us carry a belief system that we got in our childhood. And that belief system is what you carry through to the rest of your life. Almost similar to computers. Computers have a hardware. So, like for example, my body is a hardware. I use it to walk around and do all such. But then the computer needs software. Do you guys agree? So the beliefs are that software that we carry. Until that software can be replaced, then there can be a shift. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've recognized that, Julianne has recognized that there are 7 core beliefs that each and every one of us might choose one or more that they adopt at childhood. And that's what they carry for the rest of their lives. 1, scarcity. Money doesn't grow on trees. There is not enough money to go around. How many of you know of that? 2, time is money. It's the belief that to make money is to exchange your time. Work equates to worth. You have to work hard for your money. It takes money to make money. You have to get the rich get richer and the poorer gets poorer. Easy come, easy go. Money in, money out. Money won't make you happy. There's more to life than money. And the 7th one is money corrupts. Money is the root to all evil. Those are the 7 core beliefs. So somewhere, somehow, each and every one of you has adopted that as a belief system. And so no matter how much or how hard you work, how many times that money doesn't stay, it comes but it goes. And you say, but I am not rich. So, how do you achieve success without struggle? What are the steps to financial freedom? First and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, you need to identify which of those 7 core beliefs is yours. What that means, it will give you context. Are we clear? It gives you context that allows you to know, to say, this is where I come from. This is my story. This is how I show up in life. These are the limiting beliefs that I have around money, such that money doesn't get a place, get a home in my place. Eh? So, this is what I have come up with. And mind you, ladies and gentlemen, I said I'm an accountant. I am meant to know how money works. And guess what I do? I do know how it works, but I only know how it works for companies. Not even once have I thought that I am a balance sheet. Not even once have I thought, how do I make sure that my assets are greater than my liabilities? All right. Number 2, track what you spend your money on a daily basis. Let's start easily. On a daily basis, you spend money. Track what you spend it on a daily basis. Yeah? And then, what you then do, you need to separate this expenditure between what is a need and what is a want. Once you've ranked them, make sure that you're honest with yourself. Né? Going to McDonald's is not a need, it's a want. Eating food to sustain you is a need, right? Then, once you have ranked them, what you need to do, you say, all right, now, all the needs, I will consider them to be my budget. Are we clear there? So the weekly needs are your budget. And once you have done all of that, what you now consider to be your wants, that spend that would have gone towards wants, you need to push it aside and put it in a savings that you cannot access. All right? And then you must try this for 40 days. How many days does it take to develop a good habit? 40 days. Ne? So for 40 days, you do that. If it happens that you interrupt that, you need to reset and start again from 1. All right? Do it for 40 days. And the money that you've been saving aside, ne? After 40 days, put it again for another 40 days, plus the new stuff that you've been doing, until you get to 120 days. After 120 days, see how much money you have saved from those ones. And then it's okay to reward yourself. Because we are trying to do what? To move away from the scarcity mentality and move into abundance. Right? So after those 120 days, take at maximum 10% of what you've saved and reward yourself with whatever was on your wants list. With that, I thank you.